talking about health related concerns, right? So, what if a health related concern is seen in the chart now in the transit? What do I do? Is a typical question, right? Well, astrology is not only a tool which can tell you that certain negative things can happen, and it also helps you to find out how you can recover from it. So, you can also know what kind of treatment will be helpful for you. Whether an allopathy treatment is helpful for you, or a homeopathy treatment is helpful, or an Ayurveda treatment is helpful, or a Unani way of treatment is helpful. This also can be found out through astrology. This depends on the sun's and Jupiter's position. So, for that, we'll have to look at your chart in specific. But I just thought to let you know that it's a fantastic tool, and it is the first app that was developed by our own Indian folks. So, such is the greatness of Indian culture. Over to Makra. Okay, so I pulled up the chart for Makara Rashi. If at the time of your birth, if your moon is posited out here in this particular place, then your Rashi is Makara. Another way to find out what your Rashi is going by your nakshatra. If your nakshatra is Uttarashada or Shravana or Dhanishta, the first two padas, then your Rashi is Makara. So Makara Rashi folks, you have actually just entered into your first phase of Sade Sati, Saturn being in the 12th house from your Rashi, and Saturn also is your Rashi Lord, right? And the 12th house significations gets fructified during this period. The 12th house signifies expenditure, loss of energy. 12th house is also for sleep, and 12th house is also for loss of health, which means hospitalization. While Saturn being the Rashi Lord protects a bit of these factors, going by your Lagna and the Lordship of Saturn in your particular birth chart, we'll have to conclude where exactly it has an impact. We'll have to look at the Shadbala scores also of Saturn. So to get into the details of your Rashi, we'll have to look at your horoscope in particular. Jupiter is aspecting your Rashi. Jupiter has a fifth aspect till the month of September. It has a fifth aspect, and Jupiter is ninth from your moon sign, which is a good amount of protection is seen. The Bhagya is protected. Post September, Jupiter moves to 10th, and there is some amount of uncovering of protection happens. So this place is a place which is usually the 12th house is called as a dusthana because of the reasons which I said, which is loss of sleep, expenditure, loss of energy levels. So watch out for all of these and synergize by ensuring that you curtail some of the expenditures and going through a thorough health check and renewing your insurance premium on time. Thank you. Well, that was for Makara, Saturn in the 12th house. 12th house is called as a Dusthana. But, apart from whatever significations that have detailed in that video, 12th house also signifies moksha. It's moksha sthana. So that's food for thought. While classical dictums tell that it's a Dusthana, there's also another side for 12th house. Now let's move on to Kumbha. So here's the chart for Kumbha Rashi. If your natal moon is posited out here in this particular box, then your Rashi is Kumbha. Else, if your nakshatra is Dhanishta, 3rd and 4th pada, Satapisha or Purvabhadra, then your Rashi is Kumbha. Kumbha per se is actually the 11th house of the Kala Purusha. But Kala Purusha starts from Mesha. So Mesha is 1, then Kumbha is 11, right? So Saturn is also in the 11th house, right? So this is a wonderful period for reaping fructification of the results out of all the hard work that you have done so far, right? And Saturn is also the Rashi Lord. Saturn and energies will actually, the 11th house bhavas, the significations of 11th house, which is primarily income, fructification of the results out of the hard work that you did. All this will be seen now and during this period when Saturn is in Dhanush. Overall time for auspicious events to happen. And Jupiter is in the 8th house, which is Ashtama Guru. You're going through your Ashtama Guru, and you will come out of Ashtama Guru after September. So that is again going to be an auspicious time when Jupiter moves to your 9th house. So this is the time for you to look forward for all the good things that can happen out of all the efforts that you have plowed. So that's a bit of a relief for Kumbh Rashi folks. Now let's look at Meena. So here's the chart for Meena Rashi. If in your birth chart, if moon is posited out in this particular place, then your Rashi is Meena. Meena is the last sign of the Kala Purusha chart. The first sign is Mesha, and Meena is the last sign in the natural Kala Purusha chart, right? Now, your nakshatra will either be Purvabhadra, fourth pada, or Uttarabhadra, or Revati. And where is Saturn? Saturn is in the 10th position from your moon sign. And Jupiter is in the 7th position, right? And your Lagna Lord is Jupiter. Jupiter is aspecting your moon sign, which is good, the 7th aspect. Saturn is actually an airy planet. And Dhanush is a fiery sign. Meena is actually a watery Rashi, right? And it's a dual sign, and also moon is a watery planet. Saturn in the 10th house, right? This can actually give a lot of issues at work, right? Because 10th house represents work. These energies don't, mix very well together, right? While Jupiter can offer a little bit of protection till the month of September, but even after September, Jupiter is getting into the 8th position. There is a lot of, ups and downs seen at work, right? There could be, for example, a change in your location. There could be, some delays in promotion. So there is a lot of, ups and downs that can happen at workplace. There could also be a travel, and unnecessary travel or legwork that is seen at workplace. So go through a health check, because even the position of Jupiter is also signifying a bit of health related issues, and go through a complete health check and also get your insurance renewed. Thank you. With that, we come to the end of the video on Saturn transits 2017. It was a pleasure presenting this to you. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed presenting it. I'll be happy to receive your comments and feedback. Please leave the comments in the feedback session. And I wish you good luck and happy transit times. Goodbye.